The 1979 D. Susan B. Anthony dollar, history, significance, and the rarest errors. The 1979 D. Susan B. Anthony dollar coin remains one of the most iconic and enigmatic pieces in American numismatic history. Its rarity is especially underscored by a number of unique and rare error varieties that have been discovered over the years. Among these, certain specific errors, particularly those involving the minting process, have captured the attention of collectors and investors alike, often fetching values far above face value. In this detailed article, we'll explore the background, historical context, and the error varieties that make the 1979 D. Susan B. Anthony dollar coin especially valuable to collectors. To determine if your 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar is valuable, check for the wide rim variety, where the date appears closer to the rim, as this version is scarcer and more sought after by collectors according to the NGC price guide. As of December 2024, a Susan B. Anthony coin from 1979 in circulated condition is worth between $1.05 and $1.35. However, on the open market 1979 D silver dollars in pristine, uncirculated condition sell for as much as $2,950. Historical context of the 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar. The Susan B. Anthony dollar coin was introduced as a replacement for the Eisenhower dollar, which had been in circulation since 1971. The Eisenhower dollar was unpopular for various reasons, including its large size, which made it impractical for regular use. The U.S. Mint sought a smaller, more convenient coin to replace it, and the Susan B. Anthony dollar was conceived. The coin features the likeness of Susan B. Anthony, a prominent suffragist and civil rights advocate, who played a key role in the women's rights movement. Her image was chosen to honor her advocacy for women's suffrage, and the coin marked a major step in the country's recognition of women in the nation's history. The 1979 issue of the coin holds a particularly important place in numismatic history because it marked the coin's debut year. The coin was produced by both the Philadelphia, No Mint Mark, and Denver, D. Mints. However, its release was marred by confusion due to its resemblance to the quarter in size and appearance, which led to circulation problems. The public had difficulty distinguishing the dollar from the quarter, contributing to the coin's limited success in general circulation. The coin was only produced for a short time, from 1979 to 1981, before it was withdrawn. Despite the public's lack of interest, the 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar would later go on to become a staple in the world of coin collecting due to the various error types that appeared during its production. The coin's relatively low mintage and the discovery of rare errors have solidified its place in numismatic history. The 1979 D. Susan B. Anthony dollar coin, minted at the Denver Mint, is a relatively common example of the series, with a mintage of over 360 million coins. However, despite its high mintage, there are specific error coins that are incredibly rare and valuable. Diameter and weight. The coin measures 26.5 mm in diameter and weighs 8.1 grams, making it slightly smaller than the previous Eisenhower dollar but larger than a quarter. Its copper-nickel clad composition gives it a silvery appearance, which is one of the factors that contributed to its similarity to the quarter. Design. The obverse of the 1979 D features a portrait of Susan B. Anthony designed by artist Frank Gasparo. The reverse, which was also designed by Gasparo, features an eagle in flight with an olive branch in its talons. The coin's inscriptions include Liberty, In God We Trust, 1979, and E Pluribus Unum. Rarity. While the 1979 D. Susan B. Anthony dollar is not particularly rare in terms of mintage, its place in the market has been complicated by the discovery of rare error coins that are in great demand among collectors. These error coins are typically valued higher than regular, uncirculated examples. Types of error coins. The rarest varieties of the 1979 D dollar. A number of unique error types have emerged from the 1979 D. Susan B. Anthony dollar series. Some of the most significant and rarest of these errors include double strikes, overdates, and unusual die cracks. These errors have been the subject of great interest and research in the numismatic community. Below, we explore the various types of errors that have been discovered and their potential value. The most famous and valuable error in the 1979 D series involves double strikes, particularly off-center strikes. These occur when the coin is struck twice by the dies, resulting in a coin with two overlapping impressions. The second strike may be off-center, creating a distinct visual anomaly. For a double strike to be particularly valuable, it must display a clear and well-defined overlap of the two strikes. Off-center double strikes where the second strike is dramatically misaligned, creating a significant portion of the coin that is blank or showing the edge, are especially prized. Coins with off-center double strikes from the 1979 D series have been seen to fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on the extent of the error. These errors are considered extremely rare, and they represent one of the most sought-after categories in Susan B. Anthony dollar collecting. The Susan B. Anthony dollar, particularly the 1979 D variety, was produced with dies that had slight variations in their edge design. Some of the coins produced from these dies exhibit what is known as the wide rim or close rim error. Wide rim, this occurs when the rim of the coin is much broader than typical examples. It may result from a misalignment or an issue with the die. Collectors prize this error for its distinctive appearance, as the wide rim makes the coin look markedly different from regular specimens. Close rim, the opposite of the wide rim error, the close rim occurs when the rim is closer to the edge of the coin. This error is more difficult to spot but can be identified by careful inspection, particularly in coins that are in higher grade condition. Wide rim and close rim coins tend to be less valuable than double strikes, but they are still considered interesting and collectible for those who specialize in the 1979 D series. A fascinating aspect of the 1979 D Susan B. Anthony dollar is the existence of two different die varieties based on the positioning of the date. Some coins show the date closer to the rim, while others show the date farther away. These varieties have become known as the near date and far date varieties. Near date, in this variety, the date is positioned closer to the edge of the coin. These coins are considered less common and more valuable to collectors who are seeking to complete a full set of different die varieties. Far date, this variety, where the date is positioned farther from the rim, is more common and typically seen as a regular issue. However, it remains a necessary type for collectors who are working on a comprehensive collection of the Susan B. Anthony dollars. While these two varieties are not as dramatic as some other errors, they are important for collectors who are focused on die varieties. The most famous and valuable of all the errors in the 1979 D Susan B. Anthony dollar series is the double Die Obverse (DDO) error. In this case, the 1979 D coin was struck with a die that had been improperly aligned during the minting process. As a result, the details of the obverse were struck multiple times, giving the coin a noticeable doubled appearance in key areas such as the word Liberty and the date. This error is rare but has become one of the most sought-after varieties of the 1979 D dollar. A well-preserved example of a 1979 D DDO can command prices in the thousands of dollars, depending on the coin's condition. Value and rarity of the 1979 D error coins. The value of 1979 D error coins varies widely based on the type of error, the condition of the coin, and its rarity. In general, common, uncirculated examples of the 1979 D coin tend to be worth only slightly above face value, perhaps $1.50 to $3, for typical coins in uncirculated grades. However, error coins can fetch significantly higher prices, depending on the specific variety. Notable prices: 1979 D double strike, off-center. These rare coins can be worth anywhere from $300 to several $1,000s, depending on the degree of the off-center strike and the condition. 1979 D double Die Obverse, DDO. A high-grade 1979 D DDO coin can be worth anywhere from $500 to $2,000 or more. Coins in uncirculated or higher grades can fetch even higher prices, depending on demand. 1979 D wide rim. These error coins generally sell for a premium of about $100 to $400, depending on the quality and the clarity of the error. 1979 D near date versus far date. These varieties typically command a premium of $50 to $150, depending on the quality and the specific variety. Conclusion: legacy and collectability. Despite its initial failure in general circulation, the 1979 D. Susan B. Anthony dollar has become a cherished piece in American coinage history. The coin's connection to the women's suffrage movement and its place in the broader context of U.S. history adds a layer of significance that attracts collectors. The discovery of rare era varieties has only increased the coin's appeal, with collectors eager to acquire the most unique and rare examples. Whether it's a double die, off-center strike, or simply a variety like the wide rim, these coins continue to captivate numismatists and coin enthusiasts alike.